I'd like to talk a little bit about my history as a sex worker. I first got into sex work way back in late 1997. My freelance design work dried up close to Christmas, and I was looking for anything I could do to help fill the gap left by clients who had spent their budgets prematurely. So I registered as a sex worker in Victoria, where I lived at the time. Back then it was all newspaper advertising and mobile phone calls. It was a difficult environment for male sex workers for women, to say the least. I did get some work, but it definitely wasn't enough to pay the bills, so I took a job in 1998 that eventually brought me to New South Wales and Sydney, where I've been ever since. Jump forward to 2010, in the wake of the global financial crisis, I went back to sex work. This time, however, the power of the internet and Apple computers, iPhone and iPad were on my side. Women were now able to access the internet from the privacy of their own device, and I've watched as women's uptake of sex work services has grown in step with the use of smartphones. While men may have been happy to scour the escort ads in the local newspaper, women were very reluctant. But that is no longer necessary, and women can spend as much time as they need reading and researching on providers' websites to decide who suits them. I find that my clients tend to take between 2 and 6 months to decide to contact me from when they first look at my website. In the 8 years since 2010, my business has grown steadily from occasional to part-time to full-time. I now work solely as a male escort for women. I can honestly say that in sex work I've found my true calling. While there are still only relatively few full-time career male providers in Australia, the industry is growing slowly. That growth isn't without its problems, and as an industry, we have a long way to go to be consistently professional. But I hope that we can manage that in time and give the women who place their trust and their dollars in our hands the best experience possible.